On the Mk5 Golf and the Passat, the fuel filter is situated on the left hand side of the engine bay. Today we're going to change it. Tools you'll need for this job are a T20 and a screwdriver, or some other flat-headed tool to be able to prise off the lid of the fuel filter canister. What I've also got is a tray that I can put the old fuel filter in to avoid making too much mess. So the first step is to undo these T20 bolts that are at the top of the canister. So I'm just going to go round and each one just loosen it, and we'll then be able to remove this unit. Once you've loosened them all, you can remove these bolts and put them in a safe place so you can reuse them in a moment. Something I've found quite useful is trays that you might have a roast in. If you put the bolts or any pieces you remove in those. Once you've removed all of the bolts, you can then use the flat-headed screwdriver to prise up the canister lid, and this will then just lift out. I actually find one of the Torx bits can be quite useful for hooking out the filter. Just let it drain to let any liquid come out of it, any of the diesel. See the colour of the old and new filters. So I'm just going to pop the new filter in with the hole at the top. Remember, when you take it off, remove the sealing ring, because we're going to need to put that round the top of the canister. So we're just going to put the new canister in, so facing upwards with the hole, and you see round here we have the sealant ring, which we're just going to remove and replace with the new one. What you should always do once you put the new filter in is, with the old filter, just tip the diesel that's in it in so that you top up the new filter with the diesel. You can also use fresh diesel if you've got a can that you've kept of it. Once that's topped up, you can see there that the level has now covered the hole in the top of the filter. We can fit the top cover back in, making sure that you've got the seal in place, and we can tighten the bolts. I'm just going to clean around the edge, making sure that any dirt is just removed where the ring will seal, just to make sure that we get a good clean seal once the ring, the rubber seal, has been put back on. It's now on, and we can put the lid back in. Feel where the hole in the centre is getting connected, push it back together. Final step is just refitting all the bolts, and then just tighten them up, and the job's done. What I then recommend doing as soon as you've finished is restarting the car to make sure that the fuel gets pulled through the system and refills the new filter. I've found in the past, if you leave it for a number of days when I've not used the car, it could then be quite difficult to start again. If that is the case, you'll need to just put some If that is the case, you'll need to put some diesel fuel from the old filter or from a can into the filter here, just so that the fuel will get pulled through into the system. You can see why this needs changing. I'm just moving my hand, putting my finger down the edge, and it's getting absolutely caked in dirt.